see what's going on. I guess we're clocked in. Hope you guys can hear me. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure to have you here. It's always a pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of joyously. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, as a spiritual healer, what I do pretty much is that I help people to become mentally and emotionally balanced. So, when I'm talking about being emotionally balanced, what I'm truly referring to is you having the ability to understand your emotions, to understand how your emotions are being created, to understand your emotional pattern, and even why not for you to create your own emotional patterns. And if there's any type of blockages in terms of, like early, I guess, wound that could be removed, because ultimately you're playing with energy, then you'll be able to actually remove or transmute certain energies. But anyway, to be emotionally balanced, that's pretty much what it pretty much entails. Now, in addition to that, for you to become mentally balanced, it's, the same thing applies. Like, you got to be aware, like, of your environment. You have to understand how your own mind works. Then now, to understand how is your mind being conditioned. Because that is going to be part of your awakening. So that's why you have to question everything. Then your culture also plays a big part in shaping you on how to see things. That's why it's important for you to understand your culture and for you not to be, not to be put in a box, but, for you to take what's good out of it and, pretty much you being in control instead of being controlled by your, let's just say, culture. That would be the mental aspect that you would have to pretty much understand. Because all of these things, does have an impact on how you think. Going to school is shaping you a certain way. Your education you receive at home. So it's like, you've been conditioned in so many different ways. So you gotta be, as you becoming more or mentally balanced, you have to become more aware of your environment and you. It's more consciousness. But for that to happen, as part of that, that's why you have to understand how is your mind being conditioned. How were you being trained to think? Or you got to get to the bottom of the bottom. But anyway, in a nutshell, that's pretty much what I do. And, essentially that's the way I do it. And that's how I help people pretty much to reflect on who they are. And we go from there. But now if you're coming back, it's definitely a pleasure to have you here. You already know what we do here, baby. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit to talk about. It's always love. We're breaking bread. You know what it is. Let's have our holy communion. Now, as you see in the title here, guys. Oh, before I even do that, now, especially if this is your first time or if you're coming back, I got to talk a little bit about spirituality. But for now, let me just talk a little bit about what's happening here, because I have two channels, and one of them, I pretty much talk about some quotes. It's mainly quotes, proverbs, and that's what I build on. And over here, this is more of everything else, right? So I had this quote that I read, and I wanted to share it on that channel. Then come to realize how deep that shit is. So it's like, in addition to that just being like to that being a quote, and once you get in it, like, the wisdom that's in it, I mean, it's got to be shared on both channels. That's what I'm trying to say. So pretty much, this is a fusion. I guess you'll get to know a little bit about what I do. When to give is to receive. Because like the main reason why I have chosen to do that too, because I came to understand the power of words. When we're talking about the power of words, like think of poetry. Think of people who say certain things. Like it's never really what they say, but it's how they said it. That made a difference. That's why poetry, in so many words, is very powerful. Because the how is being said, what's taking place is that automatically it's bypassing your conscious mind. Or it gets you to open up. Whichever one you feel more related to. It's on you, baby. It's all good. It's all good. You good. You're still here. All I'm saying is, you're still here, nigga. So now, damn, where the fuck was I gonna go with that? So yeah. So now we're talking about, how things are being said, and the how. It's just like we all know, man. It's the melody that makes the song. Or it's the hook that makes the song. However you want to put it. You gotta have that's what the universe, the harmony, everything coming together. Like it's got to be done a certain way. I'm pretty much lost of words, but it has to be experienced. Because as you grow in yourself or becoming the Christ, your connection, oh man, it becomes like this is a true ecstasy. You become that living mind. You are in alignment with who the fuck you are, or the star that's in you, or your higher self, however you want to say it. You know what I'm saying? You have materialized the divinity among men. You have embodied those, let's say, Christ qualities. Come on, man. You're not something to play with. Listen, when you do that, you nobody's anything to play with. You hear me? You're a bad motherfucker. But anyway, but ultimately, as a spiritual healer, I came to understand the bottom line, the name of the game is to attain more consciousness. Right? Because even, you got to be in certain spaces, meaning in certain level of understanding, or you got to be open to more. That's when you having to open up your third eye is very important, because now you can receive more light. You're able to connect more with the energies, and at the same time the messages, because there's messages and energy. As you going through certain type of level, you transmuting, there's always a connection. That's the psychic. That's how we all one. That's why me as a medium or a psychic, I could tap into something. I tap into the energy. Okay, I know it. Okay. The energy never lies. Listen, do yourself a favor. That's what you go for. But that requires a certain level of consciousness or awareness. So our purpose here is to wake ourselves up, pretty much. We're waking ourselves up by learning more. That's why this path is for the devoted ones. The ones who are truly like, yeah, we get it. Oh, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So much so, hey, listen, man, that's what makes me a representative of that. That's what makes me the fucking ambassador for the divine. Hey man, I came here to do my job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing their job. I'm just doing mine. And mine pretty much entail giving you a higher consciousness or allowing you to see it in you, truly. And come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back home. You know what I'm saying? I came here for you, baby. I came here for you. Yeah, I came to get you, baby. Let's go back home, man. Let's go. But understand, home is everywhere too, though. You know what I'm saying? Going back home is knowing that you're already home. I'm flexing on that one. I'm flexing. I figured it had to be said. All right, so listen. Hey. I was a little too much on that one. I'll fucking admit it. But I fucking loved it, man. What you want me to do, nigga? It had to be said. It had to be said. The opportunity was there. The moment with the sync. Listen, it had to be said. What you want from me? So now, again, we were just talking about poetry, right? The way things, how meaningful it is. The true meaning in things is how they are being said. And somehow, and just to show you how deep the shit go. Oh yeah, baby, you got to go through the abyss, man. You got to go all the way down there. You know what I'm saying? You got to go all the way down there, for you to come up. Because that's where the light is. That's how, you changing or, let's say, enhancing your consciousness. It's got to get you to the roots of you. There's got to be something that's being added, but added on to what's already there. But the consciousness, the connection got to be there. That's how you know you're growing. That's how I could say, as a little boy, you know what I'm saying? I was talking that shit. But as a man, hey, I don't even talk anymore. I just show up and show out, baby, and I'm out. Show up and show out. You feel me? Anyway, what I'm saying. So pretty much, this is going to be a fusion. It's going to be played in both channels. But most importantly, it's due to the connection, like, of the crow, and then how deep the shit goes. It's like, listen, that's what it is. So that's what you're going to get here. I had to let you know. I had to let you know. So now we're going back to the whole spirituality thing, right? So guys, listen. Obviously, I told on myself. I let you guys know. I let you guys in. Into my shit, I told you I was a spiritual healer. You know what I'm saying? So now, as that spiritual healer, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rely on some shit. And one of the main shit that I rely on is motherfucking spirituality, nigga. So now, with that being said, as part of my introduction, if it's gonna be spirituality, so it's only right that I treat you fair, meaning that I share with you the meaning of what spirituality is. Do you see what I'm saying? We're going somewhere here. Listen, I'm making sure no one is left behind here, especially if this is your first time. I gotta work you out, baby, because I want to see you again. No, you want to see me again. You see what I'm saying? You'll get it later. You know what I'm saying? Because you, me, and I'm you. If you already know, if you know. Mm. But anyway, so, spirituality being the foundation. So what the fuck is that shit? A lot of people are talking about it. We talk about religion. We talk about this. We talk about that. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is spirituality, and what kind of impact does that shit has on me? Or do I even relate to what the fuck that kind of spirituality is, or that spirituality, whatever the fuck that is? Listen, it's just a lot of commotions. There was a lot of traffic right there. It's a lot of traffic. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. A lot's been said, unfortunately due to ignorance. Okay, a whole bunch of traffic. Niggas are, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. All right. I see it exactly for what it is. That's fine. Fine. Good. It's open conversation, pretty much. But never really how it relates to you. So therefore, one of the biggest misconception when we're talking about spirituality is to think that it's outside of us. And generally speaking, we do think about it that way due to our ignorance but most importantly, to how society's been conditioning us to think of us. You don't think of you as in you. You think of you as in a fucking image. That's why you are worshiping idols. Meaning, most people in society, they living their lives based on who they should be instead of who they are. You know it all the time. That's what I love, but this is reality. That's what we gotta do. Listen, you know it. You ain't no stranger to it, nigga. I'm trying to get you to see the effect of having that mentality. What's taking place? What's taking place in the dark side of having that type of mentality? So now you're suppressing yourself. So now you're living for fucking idols. You're worshiping other people. Hey, listen. I mean, it's logical to me. Keep going. Hey, that to me it's like, all right. Keep going. But what I'm truly saying is, it's right in front of you too. And that's why part of you becoming conscious also means this is the same space, but now you're getting into deeper reality. Now, that's why as part of, let's just say, we are all spirit, but not everyone is spiritual, because when you become spiritual at that point, that's when you start to acknowledge certain, things in you. Maybe you start looking at yourself as, you have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. Maybe you're just more than just your flesh and bones. You see what I'm trying to say? It's all the same. But most importantly, it's to think, let's just say spirituality embodies all of that. Because it truly has to do with the way, this is your story. The story of the spirit, which is you and I. Now, what makes us spirit, that comes with a little more understanding about your nature. That's why the more you delve into knowing who you are, that's why spirituality is not outside of you. This is just you now getting deeper into yourself, which is all part of spirituality. Now, in that whole movement here that's taking place all around us, telling us the story of us, then you have something called the occult. The occult, pretty much now, those are the sacred texts that are specialized, let's just say, into your dark side. Meaning, another way of saying that, the occult now is making you becoming more conscious of the aspect of the non-physical aspect of yourself. Some of the basic, let's just say, occult books will tell you, you know what? You have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. Versus, let's just say, before, I mean, how did you even look at yourself? Let's be honest. How did we even look at ourselves before? Images, that's why, fashion styles, where, you got to do this, you got to do that. You're keeping up with the Joneses, competitions. So let me just go out and let me just say this. Niggas, you've been being cloned. That's what cloning is. If you think cloning, then you're dealing with the DNA. Okay. I mean, that's just the lowest, that's just the bottom of cloning. Because the minute you don't acknowledge the God on you, you have already cloned yourself. Again, there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Tyrone was always Tyrone, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Tyrone been cloned way before niggas was talking about Tyrone. Now it's being cloned, nigga. You out of your mind. How do you think Tyrone was Tyrone, nigga? Tyrone was always a clone, nigga. There's levels to it. Tyrone was always a clone. Ain't nothing new, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't real. All right. But I'm also trying to show you as well, the higher you connect, that's how you transcend a lot of different realities too. And you might be able to connect them too. And that's what we do. Well, I know I do it sometimes in my words, because I understand the power of words too. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, nigga. We created that, man. If you learn anything about, let's just say, if I'm not mistaken, the Egyptians' Book of the Dead, it's all poetry, dog. You know what I'm saying? My man, Tahuti, oh man, I can't recall, but that used to be my shit. Because in his writing, I could see anyway, like he was saying some shit about with his perishable hands. I can't recall exactly how he said it, but essentially he was saying some shit about his perishable hands that was, creating some eternal shit. Like, oh man, I definitely got to get that one for you guys, because that one is another. I love that one. I love it because, and here it is too. I mean, I guess that's where my geek parts comes out too. Like, because I love how the art is being created. I got to see it. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I'm just a quality guy. And no shame in my game. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm gonna let you know. Saying that's where my geek side comes out, nigga. Oh, I love the art, man. Let's talk about the art. Oh, we got shit to talk about, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Being an architect, come on, you gotta appreciate the art. That's when you become part of it too. The art becomes you, and you become the art. And that's what artists do too. They recreate. They don't really create. What you see already was in their mind. They looking for ways to recreate that shit. That's where you see certain fucking musicians, right? You hear that story a million times. They don't know how to say it to you, but yo, do it again. Right there you go, right there. That intuitive knowledge, knowing. It's you got to be on a certain frequency for that. That's that producer tapping into himself. Now, of course, the better you get at it, then you'll be able to, like, okay, this is, you address the matter a little bit different. But anyway, it comes with time, just like everything else, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how you age, baby. We're aging like fine wine. Oh, listen, I'm confessing tonight. But anyway, now, just to summarize, the whole spirituality thing, what I want you to get out of it is nothing that's outside of you. There's nothing religious about it. It embodied everything. Politics is spirituality. Society is spirituality. Spirituality it's your whole story. Now, the more conscious you get, that's when the occult now have those sacred texts to get you, to get to know yourself better. That's why now the occult is dealing with that other side of you. Call it dark if you like, but it's nothing dark like really dark. But it's just like, that's that part of you that's not visible. It's also letting you know you more than just your flesh and bones. You are energy. You are spirit. You are, like the Kabbalion calls it, a living mind. I love it. Everything in this life is based out of our thinking. That's why they tell you want to change your life, change your thinking. Essentially, that's what it pretty much boils down to. Change you. Hey, man, you're the one making it happen, believe it or not, man. I know a lot of us want to be humble. Fine. Good. You know what I'm saying? Even let's just say, hypothetically, and I do think that way, too. When I'm talking about God, not just, and, how can I say this? Not just the part of me, but also the part of me that also recognize how big this shit is. That makes me connect on a fucking cosmic level. So now, I'm saying that to say, like, listen, man, I really, like, yeah, God is out here. Right? But I also can't neglect. I'm the one accepting that too. It's like, God, you know what I'm saying? I want to give you 100%. But that 100%, that 1% of me that I give you 100%, that's all that was needed. Let me say that again, man. You might have to rewind this. You do what you gotta do, nigga. I can't tell you what to do. You do what you gotta do. Listen. So when you're looking at the quote, she said, no, I think it's Henry. It's actually from. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. The aim of life is to live, and to live means to be aware. Joyously, drunkenly, divinely. Oh my God. Oh, we got some shit to talk about. Oh man, Henry Miller, my nigga. Let's go back. Let's go back. Come on, guys. That shit was too much for me. I mean, there was so much that was being said in here. It's not even fair. That was fully loaded. That was extremely loaded. It's like, for someone to tell you the aim of life is to live. I mean, come on, man. I mean, of course. To me, and to live means what? To be aware. How are you living? Are you in touch with you? For that to happen, you got to get into you. For that to happen, you got to get into you. Don't worry, you can start with your passion. Whatever you're passionate about, nigga, follow that shit. Keep going. Don't you ever look back. Just keep going. That's it. But others of us too, you get the calling, or you feel a certain things. It comes in different packages, but you know when you know. Oh, you know. That's when you start having those life transformation. It happens to all of us. You hear me? Come on, man. Stop playing with me. You're playing. So now, oh my God, I was just having a moment. now it's like, oh, good job, nigga. just right there, it was just right there. But anyway, it was just that connection too, man. Listen, I'll never stop talking. I'm gonna brag about this shit all day, nigga. Come on, man. I find them. I found them. Mm-hmm. I got them. Everybody, shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a celebration. I got them. And I love them. You hear me? Oh, man. And that's a fully loaded statement, too, because that comes with everything. There's a lot that comes. That comes with a whole lot. Trust me. It's very expensive. I'm saying, it's not for everybody. It cannot be for everybody. You just got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to boot up, man. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. But anyway, guys, going back to how profound this shit is. Like, first of all, I'm fucking astonished by the whole thing, right? Obviously, you could see something that's simple, right? But to me, it's because it's like she's hitting all the right chords. You know what I'm saying? She's touching me right. A certain way that shit touches you, like, and she knew what she was doing too, or he was doing. He knew what I kept saying she, because oh my God, that came from a divine perspective, but a divine feminine perspective. Because there's a lot of intuition involved, and the knowledge is nigga. Intuition and knowledge comes hand in hand. It's either you have it or you don't, but you just have it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, let's just slow it down for a second. You know, I got ahead of myself. And just so you guys know, it's gonna happen because it's part of the connection. You feel what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. But a great one taught me something too, though. He said to me, you know what I'm saying, young Bo. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you know. It's who you're talking to. And at that moment, that's when I understood true mastery reveals simplicity. You know, simplicity reveals the true master. Flip that around. I think I like this better. I think you would agree too. That's why simplicity reveals the master. So, you know, it's like I'm slowing you down to speed you up a little bit, because getting to that statement to see how simple it is, but it is truly fully loaded. I gotta get you ready. Oh, come on. I got time, baby. Nigga, you could pause whenever you come back. But for me, I'm good. I got time. I'm going to talk my shit, nigga. You do what you do. That's on you. Listen. I love this nigga, man. It is what it is. I mean, shit, nigga. I'm gonna say it. Anyway, find yourself. Don't get loose out. Hey, don't get lost out there, man. Find yourself. Please do it for yourself. Find yourself for yourself. Trust me. The reward is you finding yourself in itself. Listen, I'm testifying, baby. I'm just testifying. But anyway, let's get a little mystery here. Let's get some mystery started, all right? So let's get into the occult. Let's get a little bit about, you know, the simplicity of life. You know, how fully loaded that is. Right? That's when you go to see the master, they always stand still, dog. That's how we know there's a lot of wisdom when you're connecting with nature. And our ancestors understood that. And we made that connection with nature. Come on, man. This is, listen. When you get to see it from those lenses, it's mesmerizing. You hear me? You know, it's a moment to live for. I mean, or die for. It doesn't matter. But the experience matters. And that's what to be alive is, man. You gotta be aware, baby. How you gonna be alive, but you're not aware? You gotta wake up. You gotta look up and down, man. Like we always tell people, man, before you cross the street. You know what I'm saying? That's how we talk in Haiti. That's how I was raised. You feel me? So I always look up and down before I cross any street, nigga. Just being dramatic. I was just talking my shit, nigga. I was just getting mines, man. I'm always gonna get mine, baby. Shit. You know, I can only be fair to myself, guys. You know what I'm saying? I understand, if you haven't found yours, how this may sound like, how it may appear to be to you. It's okay, Don't worry. When you do, I'm gonna be looking at you. Though. Look at him. I knew you was gonna find you, motherfucker. When you do, come on, baby. Don't worry. It's on the house. Don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize, dog. No, hey. No apologies accepted over here, nigga. Go on. You'll be all right. You'll be just fine, baby. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just do what I do. You ain't fucking my mind up, nigga. No way, sir. No, sir. Nah, nigga, this is my show, nigga. That shit me. You feel me? You're crazy. Yeah. But it's beautiful though. It's alright, you know what I'm saying? It's welcome, it's a home. You hear me? Listen, man, that's what we do here. You know what I'm saying? We're building houses around us. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We are the divine ambassador. And it is an honor for me too, just to talk about this, to be part of this, and now even to bring forth, some of that light. And listen, get your medicine, man. Don't worry about it. Just get your medicine, man. All right, just get your medicine. So again, when you look at a statement like that, right? Let's just say a quote like that, and then the Bible is telling you, the words this thing are for the living. Now we're talking about life, being aware, like the connection is all around us. It's being said in different ways. There's a religious way about it. Again, it's all spirituality. That's why this is all telling your story. It's all mental. The mind is all. It is. It is. It is. And that's what our ancestors understood. And I'll give you a perfect example, right? Santa Claus. Did anybody at any given time had to convince you that Santa Claus is not real? I don't think so, bro. I don't know. If you pass 10, 11, my daughter now, you know what I'm saying, just 10. She had this teddy thing. We had this teddy. How's teddy's going? I mean, of course, her teddy had a name. My teddy had a name. So we were bounding, right? That's how we were doing our thing. So I'm like, hey, how teddy's doing? Dad, please. It's just a toy. She broke my heart. Annabelle, if you're listening to this is Daddy saying publicly, you broke my heart that night, baby. You broke Daddy's heart. But I loved you anyway. It's okay. Alright, I'll cry. Alright, you know what I'm saying? You're on your shit. Oh man! But anyway, yeah. So, Daddy, that's just a toy. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yo, she G checked me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Bow, bow. I'm like, oh no, man's down. All I'm saying, guys, is that we all grew out of it. So it's really important how we look at things because the way we look at things are also creating our reality. And that's what makes you the creator of your reality, conscious or not. Then when you look at mythology, you look at different gods, religions, it's all being shaped you this is you creating your reality whether you're conscious or not. If you choose to be a 7-day Adventist, in this reality right now, you're changing your reality. Then I don't know, you're open to work on Sunday. I hope you get my point. I mean, this is how low I can go, nigga. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, you know, your whole life changes. Or if you cannot work a job, maybe, I mean, if you're working at a job, you cannot work on that Saturday because Saturday everybody knows that's what you do. So you creating your reality. Of course, you don't look at it that way. Of course, this is your God, and the God is creating your reality. And guess what they used, you know what I'm saying, to enslave your ass? It was Christianity, and then they were whooping your ass too. That's why I talked about this shit to let you guys know when you say they copy us, nigga, that's not the point. We are the blueprint. No, I mean, that's what they got to copy. Now you gotta understand why is this being put on your ass like that. Then that's when you'll get to understand true mythology, nigga, and how that shit works. The name of the game, like our ancestors, like what we were doing, we were freeing our own mind. But these niggas, they saw what we were doing, copy it to enslave other people. Because let me chill on that. That was for me. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. You know how they say knowledge carry two seeds. The seeds of ignorance and the seed of enlightenment. Both of them are part of knowledge. That's why for you to become whole as a light worker, you must walk the dark side as well. Because the difference between somebody who's only walking the dark side, they don't walk the light side. So you got to be light and dark at the same time. Again, I'm doing my best to yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my best to dumb the shit down, nigga. So now, again, whether you're conscious of it or not, to truly free your mind, you gotta know who you are. When you find out you're the creator, your reality becomes different, my friend. All of you, my friends, all my American friends, all my Caribbean friends, you know what I'm saying? All my niggas friends, all my white friends, all you my friends. So now, again, that's how knowing your true nature, knowing who you are, will set you free. It all makes sense. I mean, once you get it, that's why you understand too. Your purpose here is to become more aware, to live. Isn't that the aim of life? But you have to be aware. You have to take part of what's taking place around you, not just following shit that's taking place around you. That's a nightmare. And if you want to get, let's just say, occultish for a second, well, you'll get to reincarnate because you just didn't get the lesson. You know what I'm saying? You weren't different. You were not the anomaly. Because understand, the anomaly are the ones that they talk about. So when we talk anomaly, it's not normal. It doesn't follow everybody else. What does that tell you? Anomaly simply means someone who's following who they are. And that's what us conscious niggas, or niggas who are doing the work, or that's what the fuck my job is to tell you niggas. Keep it simple, dog. And I get to enjoy that shit too. I'm like, all right, let me see what's up with these niggas. Before I drop it, let me see what's up with these niggas. That's how your niggas do. All right, that's what your niggas doing out there. Okay. All right. So each his own, huh? I got you though. So again, to understand, even to live in itself, there's a bunch of stuff that has to be activated in you. And that's when you become spiritual too. People would tell you, you know what, I follow my intuition. I mean, they don't have to be deep, or they don't have to talk about, let's just say, spirituality, because that's so outside of us, right? But those are some of the words those are the terms that all of us are using. We talk it. That's why God is everything to us. Why the fuck not? Even if you don't believe in God, like, it doesn't make a difference. Like, you understand there's something greater. You don't have to call it God. Like, come on, man. So we're all talking about it, but we're not conscious of it. And that's where for you to become to remember, to reconnect. There you go. Reconnect, dog. I'm saying, how the fuck else you want me to tell you? You want me to say it to you? Listen, now when you're living life, that's what I tell people, man. And the Chinese, they understand that. They talk about the drunken master. When you become conscious, nothing defines you. That's why you never judge a book by its cover. I could be broke and be conscious. I could have a lot of money and be conscious. Listen, you do everything correct. When you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna tell me? For me to be conscious, I have $1 million, dog. I gotta go get it. If I'm not getting it, so I ain't conscious, dog. Come on, man. Again, going back to the China, they understood, man, there's all kinds of different masters. What they truly telling you is this, though. What I'm telling you now. Which is consciousness expresses itself in so many different ways, man. Not all of us came here to have the same type of experience. I want you to understand that. So some nigga that could be conscious, may choose not to have money, dog. And then another nigga that's conscious may choose to have a whole lot of money, man. That doesn't make you any more conscious or less conscious than this nigga. That's why, it takes one to know one. When you know one, that's what the Chinese are trying to tell you. When you know one, the one is just the one. The niggas develop a style out of fucking a drunken nigga. Listen, man, I think I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that might be a hint for you, man. I'm talking, dog. I think I'm saying something here. I think I may have something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're just going with the flow, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like once you become alive, it could be translated in so many different ways, man. A prostitute can be conscious, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? When you start looking at it from that type of lens, like, you have successfully upgraded your ego to a cosmic level, to a higher state of consciousness. See, your ego's not against you, nigga. Your ego's there to protect you. You gotta feed the nigga right. I suggest you learn. Nigga, I suggest you learn. I really do. That's from the heart. I really do. Again, embracing yourself, man, is the key. It's the key. And that's the message everybody's telling you too, man. Not to give up, pick yourself up, you know what I'm saying, make yourself better. Like, that's the message. I mean, shit, what kind of message would you rather hear? I mean, I want to hear something that's going to make me better. Well, shit, nigga, I'm here. Nigga, I got you. If nobody else listens to you, well, I'll listen to you, nigga. So now, I guess to piece everything together, because we talked about so many different things on so many different levels, and which is also needed to be said in so many different ways and on so many different levels, to help you pretty much to get to see the bigger picture. Because truly being conscious, knowing that you are the creator, man, like, yeah, you're here. And again, to go back to that Santa Claus stuff that I was saying, the way the story was structured, it wasn't structured for you to, and that's what we did when we use mythology, for you to explore. Like, if you asking me, why the fuck would you not want to celebrate Christmas, nigga? Oh, okay, the white man, nigga, please. Nigga, please. You know what I'm saying? Why are you following them, dog? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to provide you, I'm trying to get you to see, what I'm saying, the best in the best. But for you to do that, you got to see the best in you, though. gotta see the best in you. You gotta look at the bigger picture. See, that's when you gotta understand mythology for yourself too, though, and understand why we used it too. Yo, having a superhero story, man, you get motherfuckers hype, nigga. You build niggas' mind. You help them to explore a higher side of them. In other words, you bringing the best out of them. That's what you see in Superman, nigga. Y'all don't understand the power of mythology, dog. That's the ultimate mind control, nigga. You know, and that's what the white man didn't tell you. But it's all good though. Then when you understand that, you understand why we have so many mythologies. Why niggas like us were storytellers, nigga. Shit. Nigga, I'm Haitian, nigga. I got story for days, nigga. I can make a story out of a story. I create many other stories out of those stories. Sky's the limit. Man, shit. Man. I concur. Yeah, I concur. I'm not fighting. You know what I'm saying? I surrender. But anyway, make it a long story short, guys. You know, or to summarize pretty much an hour. God damn, nigga. But anyway, just to summarize. Showing how fully loaded that statement was. You know, to understand just the aim of life in itself. To even aim at that. Because most people, you know, life is you eat and shit. And fuck, have kids. That's it, bro. That's the level of consciousness. You know, that's why some people may think spirituality is luxurious, nigga. Like, that's what it is when you're not conscious. You know what I'm saying? But then at that point, then, you know what I'm saying, instead of you seeking for the kingdom of God, you're seeking for crumbs. And then once you found the kingdom of God, man, listen. If I'm lying, I'm flying, nigga. Once you do, come on, man. You know, one thing about God, I definitely got to say this about these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about all the spirits, my spirit guides, the ancestors. They look out for your nigga. Oh, that they do. Listen, they love this too. Like these niggas, let me tell you, man, I got a handful on these niggas. Right? Because they love it more than you do. You have no fucking idea. That's why, you know, they, you know what I'm saying, they always happy about what you're doing. Because what you're doing is come on, man. Huh? How can you not love it? That's like you watching your kids, right? You know, like beating everybody. Well, not like that. Maybe, I don't know. Shit, what kind of example should I use? But the bottom line is this, you know what I'm saying? You watching your kid, you know what I'm saying, getting all the points, getting himself better. Come on, man. You gotta be a proud father. You know what I'm saying? So these motherfuckers are proud when you're doing the right thing. Oh, come on, man. You have no idea. I had to find out myself. I'm like, come on, niggas. All right, slow down. I know. Y'all love me. They're trying to, but you don't understand. Like, nigga, they love you. So I gotta shout them out, cause listen, man, cause I do that, you know, on the fucking regular. The connection is just insane, and that's when you realize. You know how they say when you get to Hollywood and everybody's friendly? it's kind of like that, man. It's like they waiting on you. The party, they waiting to celebrate you, baby. You just gotta get there. When you get there, come on, man. This nigga said we got you. And that's what happened to me. I'm a victim of these niggas. They said they got me, and when they do, nigga, come on, man. You just sit back and relax, nigga. So right now, I'm sitting back and relax. Nigga said you do this, shit. I'm watching them at work. They told me that too, man. Watch me work. I'm like, y'all got it. They telling me to watch them working for me. Nigga, you made it here. Sit down. We got you. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all spoiled me out here. Hey, I'm gonna let the world know about this shit, niggas. So I'm telling all of these motherfuckers, the hospitality, listen. You know what I'm saying? Come home, nigga. That's what I'm saying to you. Listen, I ain't telling you nothing I have not experienced. I'm living it. The Christ story is your story, baby. You know, I had that recording. Listen, man, the necessity of Judah. Fuck with Judah, baby. We all need Judah in our lives, man. You need an opposition to make you better. That's why we lift weights, man. We go in opposite direction, and opposition is heavier. When you go to the weight, you want to go for that heaviest one. Because then you feel like, yeah, there's something happening here. Well, shit, nigga. I'm trying to have that same state of mind on this side. Because truly, that's what it is. But a lot of us, unfortunately, due to pain, we create suffering out of pain. Instead of using the pain to build yourself. And that's the different route. This is where, you know what I'm saying, when you get to that crossroad, that's the decision you're going to have to make. And that's the only decision you got to make. And I'm going to tell you what that is. Do you accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior? That's exactly what that shit is. Do you understand that as your personal? Nah, nigga, this is you having a higher state of consciousness. You're seeing things better now. You're becoming a new man. Okay. You know, the things that happened in the past took place in this past. Nigga, you talking your shit. You looking good out here, baby. Keep going. Keep going. And that has to be your life, meaning it has to be your transformation. You got to come from A, now you got to B, C, D, E, and that's how you grow. If you cannot, you know, I mean, if it's not happening for you that way, let's just say you just left behind, and that's what retarded is. Those are some of the spirits that are stuck in time. Like they're just in, you know, let's just say they're like 40. They just a 16-year-old in a 40-year-old body. You violated a whole bunch of that's you a convict, dog. Like you don't choose to do anything right. You just gonna cheat your way up to it? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here, man? And that's what most people do, man. When you don't follow yourself, then you living for other people. You are at other people's validation or mercy at that point. That couldn't be me, my nigga. I couldn't do it. I mean, I think that's a lot, man. That's too much pressure on myself, dog. Like, self, come on, man. I ain't treating you that way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to say to myself. Nigga, I'm not treating you that way. That's not us, nigga. When he looked at this, and then, you know how those dog commercials, and then the self looked at me, I look at a nigga said, what you gonna do? I'm like, nigga, that's not us, man. Chill. And then that's like you watching a commercial with a dog that got killed, whatever the fuck. I think there was a short that I've seen. But anyway, nigga, I think we're gonna leave it here, man. The bottom line of this, nigga, we went in so many different pockets in terms of, different levels of understanding and how things were being said and the wisdom behind everything that's being said. Listen, baby, it was a treat for you. I seen, bra, Mali.